Good evening, everybody. I am going to talk to you about a comparison of two schools in one school district. The district is Peoria School District 150. The two schools that I will be comparing are Manual Academy in District 150 and Richwoods High School in District 150. According to the Daily Herald, which holds the school report cards for Illinois, Manual Academy is 69.2% Black, 12.7% white, and 12.3% Hispanic. 78% of these students are on free and reduced lunch. At Richwoods High School, which is in the same school district, 32.1% are Black, 45.8% are white, 6.5% Hispanic, and only 13% are on free and reduced lunch. Manual Academy has 75% low-income students, 83% student attendance, 42% chronic truancy rate, only 9% meet expectations on the PARCC test. There is no data on parental involvement, and there is only a 69.4% teacher retention rate. Richwoods High School has 37.7% low-income students, 94.1% student attendance, 7.1% chronic truancy, 56.2% meet or exceed on PARCC testing, 100% parental involvement, and 85.8% teacher retention rate. Manual Academy. When you look and compare the two schools in the district, it does not differentiate between the schools. And the district report card only tells you how much is spent on per pupil for the district, which is $7,154, and per pupil spending on operational costs is $13,458. It says that 47.3% come from local property taxes, and when you're looking at Manual Academy in the South Side, most of those homes are rented. They're dilapidated. A lot of students don't actually have homes. They live with aunts, uncles. There can be 14 kids in a house. There's definitely an inequity there. So most of the local property taxes are going to or coming from the other areas. Learning environments. Manual Academy has disruptions regularly. Teachers get $100 a year to spend on supplies and nothing else provided by the district unless it's written into the Title I. The school was built in 1931. There's no air conditioning, and there's been no major reconstruction post-1970. Technology, we have 3 computer labs. We have 8 iPad carts, 4 laptop carts, computers for every teacher, and only 3 computers in every classroom. Student technology is smartphones. The students at Manual Academy do not have individual laptops, iPads, or tablets. Class size average is 28 per class. For Richwoods High School, per the report card, disruptions are rare. Teachers get the same $100. The school was built in 1951. There's no air conditioning there as well, and there's been no major reconstruction post-1970. At Richwoods, they have 3 computer labs. They have 10 iPad carts, 15 laptop carts, computers for every teacher, and 3 computers in every classroom. Student technology, based on the economic status of our students there, they have smartphones, laptops, iPads, and tablets, and the average class size is 24 per class. These stakeholder opinions are based on anonymous interviews with teachers and community members. Teachers I work with at both schools and community members, parents included. Manual Academy is seen as the bad school with bad kids. We have a lot of gang problems. It's located on the south side of Peoria, which is known for gangs and violence and lots of shootings. People believe that there's no learning in the classroom, that everybody gets in trouble all the time, and that kids are not successful, and that there's no discipline there. At Richwoods High School, it is seen as the top school with top kids, especially with their silver medal they just got. It's seen as no discipline problems. It's located on the right side of Peoria. Everybody's learning all the time. Kids are successful, and all kids go to college. As far as teacher attitudes go, Manual Academy, the teachers who work there definitely want to be there. and they work very hard. Teachers are teaching in the classroom. It needs better leadership, and it needs to be more focused instead of coming up with a plan, doing it for a couple months, and then not doing the plan anymore. We have great kids, and there's a 10% of the population that are discipline problems that we need to figure out a way to help them be successful and not discipline problems. At Richwoods, the teachers definitely teach. A lot of the teachers would say that there's less collaboration than they would like. They have great leadership, very focused leadership. They have great kids, great families, and great facilities. Community partnerships. This is what's interesting. Even though education seems to be inequitable between Manual Academy and Richwoods, Manual Academy has far greater community partnerships. We have Caterpillar, who comes out and does welding and robotics with our students. Bradley University sends us student teachers and novice teachers, as well as engineering club. University of Illinois at Chicago Methodist Hospital, UI-Comp, have a group called Minorities in Medicine and a medical enrichment club in which the students go and learn from doctors, nurses, counselors, psychiatrists, and they learn what it takes to have those careers. We also have It Takes a Village store that gives supplies, food, necessities to students. It's all donated by the community. Southside Mission works with me personally on a community garden partnership where the students that they have during the summer come out and help do the garden. At Richwoods High School, Caterpillar does do mechanics with their students, and they work with Habitat for Humanity. And those are the community partnerships that they have. Possible views by a couple of the authors that we read this week. I believe that Glanz would say that at Manual Academy that there's definitely an inequity occurring. We're lagging behind. We have ineffective common goals. We have a lack of assessing social, emotional, political, and interpersonal crises. There's a lot more that goes into student success than just educating in the classroom. We've done prior quick fixes, and we have a lack of long-term planning. At Richwoods High School, I believe Glanz would say there's equitable access, they are meeting their goals, they have ethical leadership within the school, and their mission meets their vision. According to Larson, I believe she would say there's an ill-defined purpose of education at Manual. There's a moral obligation to increase equity. We need to advance educational opportunities. And educational opportunities don't just include college readiness, it also includes career readiness. We need to have effective leadership. We must increase our community involvement. Even though it appears we have a lot of it, we still need to do that. Not all achievement gaps are student ability issues. We need to remember that. As far as Richwoods High School goes, I believe Larson would say that the purpose of education is defined and followed. Equity is apparent. There's educational opportunities for all. They have effective leadership, and some community involvement is present, although I believe she would say we still need more community involvement at Richwoods. A new school improvement plan. I wanted to share this with you because I have actually asked to be a team member for this. We have an action team 2017-2018 school year. That's when it's going to start. And the action team came up with 7 tactics that we are going to implement and follow. The first is to develop and implement a professional development plan. This is what we believe teachers need to get professional development for, as opposed to just doing professional development just because we're supposed to. We're going to develop and implement a social emotional learning plan, which is necessary for our population of students. A lot of our students have very young parents. They have single parent homes. Some are being raised by grandparents. There's a lot of gang involvement. There's a lot of murders. There's a lot of stuff that's going on that will affect how our students learn. We need to create and promote pride and a positive school culture. We need to bring that back to Manual. It is definitely missing. Community partnerships, we still need to continue this, and we need to increase this to make sure that our students are not only meeting college goals, but also those career readiness goals. Not all students plan on going to college, and if we can make sure our students have the skills necessary to be successful, that is what we want. We're going to implement a Pathways in Technology Early College High. It's a program that's being implemented across the state of Illinois, and Manual Academy was chosen as one of the schools to do this. We're going to develop individualized learning plans for all students. We have not had this. This is so important for our students that they know what they need to take and what they need to do to graduate on time, to either go on to a career, to go to a junior college, or to go to a four-year school. They will finally have four-year plans laid out so that they can do this. And we're going to create and implement a marketing plan. So much of the community, not necessarily the South Side, but the surrounding communities, have such a negative view of Manual Academy. And so we are going to make sure that the community and the surrounding areas know the great things that are happening at Manual. What would I do? Well, I've currently been asked to be the site leader for the Manual Academy Action Team, the marketing part. Community leaders like businesses, not-for-profits, professors from local universities, community members such as parents are all part of that action team. Teachers are site leaders and team members, and we have training and meetings that are ongoing. Personally, I believe that creating an action team is a great first step that was done by our superintendent. But we must be consistent, we must be focused, we must not give up, we must also be realistic and committed, and we must realize this is about the student's future. In order to increase stakeholder involvement, there will be bi-monthly meetings through June, July, and August 2017 with all team members. There will also be bi-monthly meetings throughout the school year 2017-2018 with individual teams to make sure that needs are being met and any concerns are voiced. Door-to-door neighborhood walk, August 10th, 2017. This will hopefully increase our parent involvement, which is something we are lacking in the school district, and make them aware of what we were doing and invite them to be a part of the team. Monthly student council meeting, because our student council will be involved in this as well, and the students will be able to voice concerns, state how things are going, and anything else they think we need to do or change. Monthly parent university meetings throughout the school year. March 2017, we need to review the action plan, revise, and renew for 2018 and 19 school year with everybody's voices heard so that we can make sure that we are continuing on this plan, which is supposed to be a 5-year plan.